Okay, so starting right away, on this, our topic for today is understanding sales and marketing and their impact on your business growth. At the end of this webinar, you'll be able to understand what marketing and sales is, understand the key factors to a successful marketing campaign, and you also be able to define if your marketing effort or strategy will help you achieve your business or company goals. And also, I'll be sharing with you ideas you can use for your social media platforms. So first, I would like to ask, let's discuss what is marketing to you as a business owner. What is marketing? Okay, can anyone, Mrs. Babaranti, can you share with us what marketing is to you?
Okay, thank you. For me, marketing is just kind of process of putting up your product for sale. Like marketing may involve everything that you do to make sure you sell your products. Like it may involve adverts, some publicity, like putting out some things on social media, every effort to make sure that you have sales is for me as marketing.
Okay.
So it may involve some research too, and some things that about the price and all that to ensure that you're able to make sales.
Okay, so that's good. Putting out your products out there, your service out there. So generally, marketing is the activity, any activity or strategy you put in place for your business or brand in communicating, delivering, and exchanging products that have value. I repeat, marketing is the activity or strategy a business or a brand puts in place to create, communicate, deliver, and exchange products or services that have value. Of course, you don't want to put out something people will end up will not find valuable. It's going to be waste of money, waste of effort. So that's why the emphasis on the exchanging products and services that have value is important in any marketing endeavor you put in place. So, and there are 5 key elements for every marketing strategy, things you must consider before you say, oh, my business is ready to be promoted, or my product or service is ready to be promoted. So number 1, your product. Now, before you start out on business, most business owners carelessly forget the fact that in starting out a business, you must be sure that it is what people want to buy. So developing a product or service that no one wants to buy is a no-no. Why waste your time when nobody is needing it? So, and how do you discover what people want to buy? Of course, it must be a solution to their pain points. It must be solving their problem. Business is not like people will not reach out to you if it is not solving a need, if it's not meeting to a particular pain or need in their life. Now, in understanding the first element of a marketing strategy, which is product, you must understand what your customer need or wants and develop the right product, of course, which is a solution that will meet their expectations, both now and in the future. It's not something that you just want to do within a year, 3 months, and nobody is needing it again. It must be something that for years to come, people will keep buying, either requesting for your service or your product. And you must in terms of your product, in terms of the elements of marketing strategy, you must understand your unique selling proposition. For you as a business owner, what benefits are you adding to people? What is that thing that makes you stand out from every other person? It must be clear to you, very, very clear. What value? People are not after, okay, for example, I want to sell rechargeable fan. I am telling people that, oh, this fan has the capacity of 1,500 watts or what have you. It's not solving their problem. But if I tell them, oh, this rechargeable fan, and I'm using this scenario because this period the heat has been much. So if I say, okay, this fan can last for a period of 5 hours, compared to every other rechargeable fan. People want to buy. I'm able to identify my unique selling proposition. I'm able to understand what makes me stand out in the market. Other rechargeable fan out there, they just last for 2 hours, they just last for 1 hour. But if I tell any customer that this rechargeable fan, yes, the price is as affordable as every other rechargeable fan, but what makes it stand out is that it can last for 5 hours. You see people will relate to it. So that's the first element for a marketing strategy. The next one is your price. You must ensure that you're not charging more or less than what your product is offering. Your product must only what customers are ready to pay for. And you can determine your price from your unique selling proposition. What value are you offering? The value you are able to offer amidst other that makes you stand out from other competitors will determine your price. For example, let me make this illustration with a restaurant that is just all about selling and buying food. They don't care about the ambience. They don't care, all this, let's say, buka or all these are regular restaurant canteens. We call them canteens. They are all about is sell the food and go. But imagine going to a big restaurant. Let me make use of maybe KFC or Domino Pizza or what have you. All these big restaurants. The prices of a table water, the price of a table water will be different from the one you will get in a canteen or any other regular restaurant. The price of table water may be worth 500 naira in a standard restaurant because of what they're offering you good ambience. They've been able to define their unique selling proposition, that what they're offering you a place to sit down with your family, enjoy your time and all of that. But you can't get that in a regular canteen. And now the price will only, and when you're not paying 500 naira for a table water, you will know that, okay, it's worth it. Do you understand? If you're following, please let me know, give a thumbs up. If you understand that illustration I just made, why your product is only what customers are prepared to pay for. Okay, thank you. Yes. Now, price position in your the price of your product determines the kind of customers that will come to you. Of course, when big people want to do stuffs, they go to a restaurant and they are ready to pay for it. So when your things are expensive, ensure let me not say expensive, because expenses, saying the word expensive is relative. When your the price of your product is more than what other competitors are paying, ensure that you are delivering the value, the quality value, or giving them what is right for that product. Yes, people want to see that they're able to, whatever they pay for, they get the value from it. Another element of a marketing strategy is place. This includes where you should sell your product and how it should be delivered to the market. Yes, using the illustration of a restaurant again, for that canteen seller or the person running a canteen, the person can choose to consider traffic more than the location. I mean, a peaceful, serene location. You can't find a very standard restaurant in a place whereby horns are hooting, the place is noisy like a marketplace. But you can find a canteen in a marketplace. The traffic is there. People are all out buying food. But for a very standard restaurant whereby their table water is way much more than 500 naira, you will find them in a serene environment and accommodating environment. So defining your place, where you sell your product and how it to be delivered to market is very, very important. And also when it comes to delivering to the market, okay, how you position yourself. For example, in a canteen, you may line up to get your food. I mean, standing on the spot, trying to order for your food, and you may be hearing noise, people shouting on top of their voice in a canteen. But in a standard restaurant, of course, they will give you their best. Maybe for a Chinese restaurant, if you've been to a Chinese restaurant, the way they will deliver they will serve you the delicacy, it's always top notch. The way the ambience and everything is always top notch. So identifying your place where, and I'm not saying that a canteen that is just doing it, and are they not making their sales? They are making their sales. Also, the restaurant that is doing so, you just have to identify Of course, when you've identified your products and when you've determined your price, ensure that the place where you're putting your or how do I put the word now? Not because some businesses are not restricted to only location. However, you present yourself and you deliver your product or service to people is also very important. That is where the element on place comes in. The product must be available in the right place at the right time and the right quantity and even quality. I forgot to include that, in the right quantity and quality. Now, and it also determines how you choose to advertise your products. A canteen person may decide not to even try to promote on TV. All the person will do is just ensure that it puts a billboard, just a billboard, all this small billboard in front of the shop, because he knows that, okay, I'm in the marketplace, there will always be traffic. But a restaurant may need to advertise, may need to show you this, there are various packages, or if you buy a particular, maybe Chicken Republic package, you will get this for free, and all of those things. Their way of advertising will also be determined by their location. And lastly, the last element is promotion. I'm sorry, I have to be fast. I am conscious of your time. The last element to consider is promotion. Is the way a company communicates what it does and how it can offer customers. It includes your branding, advertising, PR, that is public relations, corporate identity, social media outreach, sales engagement, and special offers. Yes. The way, like I will still keep using our illustration, a normal canteen, a booker place, compared to a restaurant, the way they will advertise, the way they will brand themselves is completely different because of what they offer and the kind of customers they are trying to attract. You will agree with me. It will also communicate the benefit that a customer receives from a product, not just its features. Remember, I was using an illustration of rechargeable fan. Yeah, and my rechargeable fan I've just produced or ordered, let's say importation, you just ordered rechargeable fan, and the rechargeable can last 5 hours, and whereas the other ones out there in the market is just 2 hours. When you want to communicate to business to your customers rather on what they stand to gain using your rechargeable fan, you're not telling them that it has 2,000 watts or it can it has high capacity whatever. No, those things are just the features, but what you're communicating is the benefit. It can last 5 hours. Imagine me knowing that a rechargeable fan can last for 5 hours. I'm going to jump at it, because really this is not the time to say, okay, looking at the current economic situation, you can't just decide to say, okay, you're turning on your Gen 247 if there's no power supply. So having a rechargeable fan in this heat period, it's a massive one, and I want to hear that it can last for 5 hours. I will jump at it. Anyone will jump at it, and if the price is also very suitable to the value it offers. And then the last one is people. The way people relate, like now, your customer service representative, they are very, very crucial, or the people that have direct contact. After all, as a business owner, you won't be the only one they will relate to when it comes to your business. So many persons, you have put a lot of team members in place to get, and these people are usually called the customer service representative, or even your staff. For example, let's say you're not even dealing with online products, you're dealing with a store, a supermarket, or okay, for Mrs. Babarantu, who is into catering and services, you will get to be the one to always be there 247 in handling the customers. It's not even right as a business owner. You must have people getting this work done for you. But one thing very important is customers cannot separate the product or service from the staff member who provides it. Let this sink to us. So it is very important that we train everybody who has to have direct contact with our customers, how they relate with them. So many times, for me personally, I take it personally. Let me use the word personal. When I go to a place and I'm not treated well, I don't like it. And because of that, I can decide, even if it's the nearest place to my to where my abode or wherever I am, if I've been treated in a wrong way consistently, maybe the customer service rep or whoever is attending to me is rude, or I ask a question and they tell me to sort out myself, and you know, all those saucy attitudes some customer rep or staff member give, I will in my mind, I'll forget the fact that it is not the business owner that is treating me this way. Neither is it the product or the ambience of the place that is treating me this way. It is an individual. Most times we do not separate the product or service from the staff member. So it is very, very crucial that we ensure that customer satisfaction is met, and we train our staffs on how they handle our customers. Very, very important. So let's not forget. Okay, before we go on, can anyone share with me the elements, the 5 elements of a marketing strategy? The 5 key elements for a marketing strategy. Just give me 1, 2, so I can know that we are following.
Product, price, place, promotion, and people.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, Mrs. Varati. Right? Why the one that spoke now?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for following. So now this brings me to the next one. When you are, of course, the fact is, if you make sales in your business, if you be still sustainable in your business for a long time, you have to market. You have to market. I can't say it over. It's non-negotiable. You just have to market. And these are the questions you should ask yourself before you embark on any marketing campaign. That way, you'll be able, because asking yourself these questions will ensure that you are successful. You know what you are doing as regards any marketing endeavor you put in place. Number 1, what are your goals and objectives? What are your goals and objectives? Now, defining your goals and objectives before you start any marketing campaign is very important. For example, if you're just a startup and you are just launching out, saying you want to make sales, no, may be a wrong goal for you. What you should start out with maybe is advisably brand awareness. People need to get to know you first. You are just coming and you think that immediately people will jump on buying your product or going asking for your service. It's usually a no, except for whatever reason they've come to know about your business in one way or the other. But when starting out or when offering a new package or a new product, for example, maybe the ladies on this platform will be able to relate faster. Nivea products, there's this choco kind of products they brought out, this Nivea cream product. Please, if you know the product I'm referring to, please just give a thumbs up so I can know that people are following. They understand what I'm saying. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Nivea products, a choco product just came out, and when they define other products have been in existence, but these people didn't just start putting it on top of their shelves immediately, on top of all the supermarket shelves immediately. No, the first thing they started out with was brand awareness. All of a sudden, when I'm going on the road, I'm seeing billboards. They are a big brand, so I'm seeing them using what's it called? All these singers, all this marketing. Jamboree, what have you? All those people that sing and do a lot of things, trying to promote the product and giving little samples of the product to people who are interested in it. Also on their social media platform, I kept seeing their ads back to back. Were they telling us to buy immediately? No. I first of all saw a series of ads letting us know the beauty of this choco butter product. I've forgotten the exact what's it called? What that unique thing, but it comes in a brown container like this. So this ensured that they kept making us aware of the products again and again, and without us even having to directly buy. Yes, so the next time I went to a shelf or one of these supermarkets, I could relate to the products. I even make sure that I bought the product to see if it's something that I will end up liking. And really, I think I've been consistent with that product. But if they didn't do the brand awareness and they just put it on the shelf, I would just sideline it and pick the ones I have been used to. So it is very important. Why am I saying all this? Defining your goals and objectives before any marketing campaign is important. That way, you'll be able to measure the success of your campaign. Another question to ask yourself is, who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? Understanding your target customers, what they want and what motivates them to make a purchase will help you create a message that resonates with them and determine the appropriate marketing channels to use to reach them. If your customers, for a canteen, someone running a canteen business, the best place the person should be is in a marketplace or a rowdy place whereby over 1,000 or 2,000 persons will surely pass through that place in a day. But for someone who is for a big restaurant whereby it's just you are going to be spending big money to get there, they don't need to be, they should not even be in a rowdy place, but they should ensure they make best use of the social media places, reviews, and all of that. So understanding your target customers and what motivates them will help you understand how to reach out to them and the marketing channels to use. This is very important. Also, I've talked about unique value proposition. That is understanding the benefits, not the features. The benefit, what makes your product stand out in the marketplace and miss competitors is what unique value proposition is. Make sure you define this. I can't state your unique value proposition because when you had the business idea, you knew what problem you saw and you knew what solution you wanted to offer to people before you say, okay, I'm ready to start a business. So you have to sit down and think, what makes me stand out in the marketplace? For example, maybe Mrs. Babaranti, she's into baking, catering services and baking. Probably kind of a unique value proposition is the taste of our cakes, of any of the snacks that she makes. It just has this unique taste that it's not easy to come by. It's not like every other person. Or probably is the look, the presentation, the way the things are created in the how do I use the word now? So the way you present your cakes, or the way you design your pastries, your snacks, maybe that's what makes you stand out. Ensure that you define this and make it clear, and also understand that your unique value proposition will determine your unique target customers. If it is wedding cakes you always want to offer, what kind of wedding cake? Is it the gigantic one whereby it is big weddings that are going to reach out to you, or the ones that people will easily find affordable? You will surely get your customers. Not everybody wants to make a gigantic cake. Not everybody wants to keep it simple. Understanding this is very important. Let me not stay long on that. We trashed that the unique value proposition earlier. So what is your budget? How much are you willing to spend? Before you can say that this is the amount I'm willing to spend, you must be able to define what your goal is, your desired result. If you want 10 customers in a day reaching out to you, the money you will spend on marketing is different from the person that just wants 5 customers, or he or she is satisfied with just 3 customers. So understanding what your goal and desired result is very important, and this will also how you want to promote it is also very important in determining your budget, what your budget is. So another thing is to ask yourself, another question to ask yourself is, what is your timeline? You for example, now we just finished that's last week, February 14. The vow period was just over. You agree with me that people into selling vow products and vow all this love things and no more going to put it on sales again. So if you have the product and you have the package whereby it goes best for Valentine period, or for maybe Easter period, Christmas period, and what other festive period we always have? That's this Muslim break, this Muslim period. I can't remember now. So if any of your product has to do with that season, it is essential that you have considered what your timeline is. You've started marketing before February 14. Any product you are promoting that relates to vow after February 14 is useless, is not relevant. People can't relate with it. But if you have products that has to do with February 14, you must have started marketing products since January, early February, so that once it's February 14 or days before February 14, people can reach out to you for your product. So consider your timeline and what is your message. Your message is the core of your marketing campaign. It needs to be clear, concise, and memorable. It should communicate your unique value proposition, that is the benefit. When people come to your business page to request about your business, they shouldn't be wondering what's she trying to offer, or what's he trying to say, what service is he offering. Don't join everything together. Be clear. Let's be concise. Let people know, oh, when you think of Coca-Cola, you think of refreshments. When you think of KFC, you think of a good place for ambience. When you think of maybe one Buka restaurant, you think of quality of Malang. So be clear. Let it be clear. Let them not see different things, and then you're wondering if your restaurant is all about swallow. Let it be swallow. Don't call yourself a swallow business. They find you offering Chinese food. They find you snacks and all of those things in a restaurant that has been said that it is for swallow only. So make sure that you are clear. You pass a clear message to your customers, and or ask yourself the question: what channels do you want to use to promote your campaign? I've talked about this. I need to be time conscious, so I'll move to the next one. We need to understand the metrics to measure. Of course, you ask yourself the questions. Oh, these are, and you've answered all of these questions before starting. There you go. Kindly mute your mic. Back to what I was saying. What metrics you need to measure for a marketing? What metrics you will need to measure for a marketing success? But one thing is this: not all business will be measured the same way. The way to measure the value of when you run a marketing campaign, what I would do for business A to measure that it's successful is different from business B. But there are some general things you can measure. Measuring the success of your campaign is important. It determines the effectiveness of your strategy, and also helps you to make necessary adjustments where it needs to be made. Also, you need to measure success such as website traffic for those persons running an online business or who have decided to put their business online. You need to measure how often people visit your website, the sales engagement, and the return on ad spend or return on investment. How often do people engage with your product? Do they understand it and they're able to relate with it? You need to measure this. And your marketing metrics are directly proportional to your goals. If your goal is to have 10 customers and you spend the right amount needed for marketing, and you are getting 2 customers or 1 customer, and it's not because you're spending less, you need to look into your marketing strategy. Is this effective? Yes. So your goals are directly proportional to your marketing strategies and the metrics in it, the things you measure. So these are the things you the last thing is also the last thing to also ask yourself is what is your competitor doing, or what is your competition doing? Sorry, it was supposed to be competitor. What is your competitor doing? You are not the only one. There's I think one of our speakers made emphasis on the fact that there is no new idea in the world now. There's nothing like a new idea. All we are doing is re-strategizing, rebranding, innovating things and making things better. So there's somebody out there who is doing something similar to what you are doing. Even though your unique value proposition, your benefit is what makes you stand out from your competitor. So you need to keep eye on what your competitor is doing. It is very, very important. And that's actually the last question to ask when it comes to your marketing strategy. Remember, before we go to the next thing, can someone just tell me 2 questions to ask yourself when you're running a marketing campaign or before you deploy any marketing strategy? Anyone? If you can't talk, you can drop in the chat box.
What are your goals an objective, then what
Okay.
is your competitor doing, and
Okay.
what are okay,
Okay. Thank
understand.
you very much. So now this brings me to, remember I told you that one of the questions to ask yourself is the metrics you need to measure to determine if your marketing campaign is successful. So now I need to talk about some metrics you need to consider. Number one, like I made emphasis on the fact that there are different metrics to different businesses. The way I treat business A, the service business, is different from the way I would treat the product business in terms of their marketing strategy and the metrics to measure. But there are some general things we can measure. For example, brand awareness. To what extent are people familiar with your products, with a particular brand? In terms of their email, logo, message, or motto. For example, there's no one, Coca-Cola is a brand household name, KFC is a brand household name, and so many other businesses out there. People are very familiar with their products. So also, amidst your customers, amidst your target customers, how familiar are they with your product? So for startups, for people who are just launching out, it is very important that you put in a lot of effort in creating awareness as regards your brand before you talk about creating generating sales. And that is why, well, let me not jump ahead of myself, but let me quickly say that is why we emphasize the fact that it is important to have a social media presence. That is the reason why everyone has been told to open a social media account. But so another thing to measure as regards your marketing campaign is your customer engagement, is the relationship built with customer, and also how responsive they are to the brand. Another thing to measure is the conversion rate. Is the rate at which potential customers take a particular action such as call, purchase, when you run a paid ads. The rate at which people, okay, now you run a promotional ad, and if you're expecting 10 persons to call you in a day, and you put in the right amount necessary to run that promotional, and 2 persons are reaching out to you in a day, it will tell you that you're not doing it. And maybe you're expecting 10, and about 8 to 10, 7 to 10, or even 7 to 11 are reaching out to you, then you're doing well. So the rate at which people take a particular action, if it's for call, if it's for purchase, is your conversion rate whenever you run. Another thing to consider is the cost per acquisition. The amount it costs you to get one customer. It's usually calculated by your total by the total marketing expense divided by the total number of new customers within a campaign. If, for example, you run a campaign between the 1st of February to the end of February, and you get, let's say you spend 10,000 naira. I'm just using that as an illustration. You spend 10,000 naira on your marketing efforts, and let's say 10 customers actually reach out to you. It's just an example. So your cost per acquisition is 1,000 naira spent, or 10,000 naira spent on marketing divided by 10 customers that reach out to you. That's one. So you spent 1,000 naira to get a customer. So it helps you know whether you are doing well or not. Your cost per acquisition, it varies for different businesses. Also, this brings me to, if your cost per acquisition, before I go into the next one, is very high, is relative anyway, and if it's very high, you know whether you should adjust, where you need to adjust appropriately, and ensure that you are able to get more for little. Little is also relative. Let me not say that you don't expect to get 20 customers in a day and you're spending 10,000 naira, 100,000 naira, 500,000 naira in a day. No, it doesn't work that way. That's why I keep using the word is relative, depending on the business, depending on your goal. Then return on ad spend. This is measuring the money your business spends on marketing campaign against the revenue generated within that campaign. It's calculated by the total revenue divided by total cost of marketing times 100%. Is usually in percentage. And now, okay, I have about 10 minutes more to go. I really want us to move very fast. So the next thing I need us to talk about, I've been talking about marketing. Now, I would like to ask, are marketing and sales the same? Can somebody, aside from Mrs. Babanati, share with us? Because she has really been responding, and I appreciate that. Are marketing and sales the same? Let's quickly discuss about that. Marketing and sales, are they the same? Anybody? Mrs. Abimbola, Mrs. Oyebode, are marketing and sales the same? Okay, Mr. Yena, please go ahead. Thank you.
While marketing is trying to get your brand out to the public, sales is trying to get people to pay for your value or service you offer.
Thank you very much. They are
You
not
got
the same. If someone wants to contribute, okay. Okay, so they are not. Okay, Dr. Abigail, you want to say something? Please go ahead. Please unmute
Yeah,
your
just
mic.
like he has rightly said. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. I can hear you.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sales implies what people pay for. Maybe your services or goods that they actually pay for. While marketing is your own intentional way of bringing people to you to buy from you, putting into mind all the product place and all these elements of marketing, putting it together to ensure that people actually come to you. That is marketing, your own drive. But sale is the people coming to buy from you. I mean,
okay.
really
Thank you so much for that contribution. So I would have liked to take more. I saw more hands raised, but we need to be fast. I know I need to be time conscious. So what is sales? While marketing is building awareness of your organization and brand to potential customers, everything you do to just make sure that I am here. Hello, I'm here. I'm ready to offer you this service and product. This is the benefits. This is what you stand to gain. These are the benefits using my product. That is what marketing is. Sales is turning that awareness into profit. Yes, somebody talked about what takes for people buy. And by converting those potential customers into actual ones or quality leads to customers. Sales is turning that awareness into profit by converting those potential customers into real customers or quality leads to customers. Yes. And this is where, remember that when we were talking about the elements of marketing, we talked about people. This is where people comes to play. Very, how do I put it? It's very crucial for you to take that element called in terms of people into consideration, because it is at this junction people have known about you. Oh, this product will really serve the purpose and all of that. And I'm placing a first call. Hello, I just saw your ads and all of those things, and I'm interested in your product. And the next thing the customer service is saying is, I don't know. Maybe you should get back to us. Hey, people's attention span is low, but they won't even get back. And so this place, you turning that awareness into profit, ensuring that your sales rep, your customer service representative, they are doing their work to convert this quality leads to customer, is what sales is all about. So now let's talk about the common misconceptions about sales and marketing. As much as sales marketing are not the same, I need to make us understand some things, and that's why we're going to talk about the misconceptions about sales and marketing. Sales and marketing are the same. Thank you. I'm happy to know that not everybody thinks sales and marketing are the same. Despite being closely related, they have different functions. Marketing focuses on creating awareness and building relationships, while sales focus on closing deals and generating revenue. All the things your customer rep, your sales rep will do, receiving their calls, processing their order, ensuring that the logistic delivers it, deliver it in time, and all of those things is what sales is all about. Marketing, another misconception about sales and marketing is just advertising. While advertising is just a part of marketing, but it is not the only part of marketing. Marketing encompasses a range of activities, including market research. Those are the places where the elements of marketing will come to place. Branding, how you present yourself. Remember, you brand yourself based on your target customers. If you want maybe big people to spend their money in your own business, or you're after traffic more than the big people and all of that, it will determine how you brand yourself. Also, content creation. I can't overemphasize this. In this time and season, for business owners, we must be online. You must be online. You must make best use of the online space and digital marketing campaign. So marketing is not just advertising. Another misconception is sales and marketing operate independently. As much as sales and marketing are not the same, they can't function without one another. They are like, let me use like bread and butter. Well, maybe some persons can take bread without butter. I don't know. But let me make best of the illustration. They are like bread and butter. For you to get the best results, the best revenue in your business, your sales and marketing team must work hand in hand. Imagine the marketing team going out there talking about your product and services, the benefits it has to offer, and all of those things, and your sales are not doing their work. They are not closing the deals. When people reach out, they are not putting the call through. They are not giving them warm reception. It makes the marketing team's efforts useless. And at the long run, everything boils down to not getting the result or your desired goal. So it is very important to know that though they are different, but they work hand in hand together. They can't function by their own self. The sales team needs the marketing team to function well, and the marketing team needs the sales team to function well. And again, another misconception about sales and marketing is expensive. The word expensive is relative. Your business goals and objectives determine how much you spend on marketing. What Jumia will spend on marketing its products is different from what just an online vendor, let me not use the word just, but a one-man online vendor will spend on marketing. But you can hear Jumia saying they spend 10 million naira in a month. That made wow, 10 million naira. That's not expensive because look at the people they are reaching, look at the revenue they are generating and all of that. So saying marketing is expensive is not right, but rather we need you to understand that the word expensive when it comes to marketing is relative. Your goals and your objective determine how much you need to spend on marketing. Now, and this brings me to the next point. What is sales funnel? A sales funnel is the marketing term used to capture and describe potential customer journey from awareness to purchase. That is, and not just stopping at purchase, or to being a loyal customer, from being a lead to becoming a loyal customer, from awareness to the point of purchase, and even referring you to others is what a sales funnel is all about. Yes, and some people use the word sales funnel interchangeably with marketing funnel, and they use that because, of course, sales and marketing, they go hand in hand. So you can find some people, you can hear some people say, oh, my marketing funnel. You can hear some people say my sales funnel. But either of the two, it's understanding the journey a customer takes from being aware of your product to becoming a customer, becoming a customer, and also being a loyal customer that can refer you to others. So this is usually the diagram of a sales funnel. We have different stages of a sales funnel. That's a picture talking about stages of a sales funnel. But let's go straight into what the stages are. This first stage of a sales funnel is awareness. When someone becomes aware of your brand, like I do emphasize, when you're a new in a startup or a new brand out there, you must start out with making sure that people are aware of your products. Yes, or if you have a new product or a new offer, a new service offer, you must make sure that they are first aware about it before you think of, oh, I need to make them buy from me. Who will buy? Who will commit their money when they don't understand what it has to offer to them? So another stage of sales funnel is interest. When someone expresses interest in your product or service, okay, when someone say, okay, I have been hearing about this product. I've been hearing about this Nivea product. What's it about? And the next time I go to the mall, the next time I go to a supermarket, I'm going to check out if it's going to be affordable for me. If it's going to serve my purpose, I will start making inquiries from people. Oh, do you use Nivea Choco product? How is it like to you? That stage is the stage of interest. They are already aware, and now they are looking at what can you offer. Another stage, or the third stage, of a sales funnel or marketing funnel, however you want to call it, is when someone evaluates your product. They are considering your product. Yes, I've shown interest by saying, okay, the next time I go to the mall, I'm going to check them out. Now, the place of consideration or desire is I get to the mall and I look at the product. I start reading the Nivea product and checking out. I try to smell it if it's something I can smell, or if it's a food now, a new KFC product or Chicken Republic product, I try to read their banner on what I stand to gain if I eat it. So that's consideration, or I get to have the opportunity of tasting it. Now, that brings me to the last stage, which is action. When someone becomes a customer, and it's also called conversion stage, when people actually pay for that product. At the point of me taking that Nivea product to the cashier or the person over the counter is conversion stage, whereby I'm paying for that product. Or if it's a service-based business, I reach out to them and they start delivering. I pay for the service and they implement their service. So these stages are very, very important in helping. It will help you understand why you need to be aware of those stages, is because to help you understand where you are in your business and also how to reach out to your target customers. It is very, very important. If, like I keep emphasizing, if you're just starting out, you need to concentrate on awareness first and be patient before you get to the place of action where people get to buy from you directly. So now, I need to talk about digital marketing, why you should incorporate digital marketing to your marketing endeavor. Yeah, we have digital marketing and traditional marketing. Traditional marketing is the use of billboards, TV, all these flyers that they share on the road to promote your product. Any form of marketing that doesn't have to do with using digital tools. But digital marketing is using the online space, the internet, to promote your product. Yes. And why should you incorporate digital marketing to your marketing endeavor? Even Coca-Cola, that has an household name, Dangote Groups that has an household name, Honeywell and the likes, they all have household names. They are still incorporating digital marketing to their marketing campaigns. Yes, you may see them on billboards because they can afford it and all of that. So what should stop us from business owners that are just starting out, or even if you've not gotten to the level of Dangote Group and all of that, but you're a business owner and you're actively into business, you should incorporate digital marketing, your marketing endeavor. With digital marketing, and here are the reasons why. With digital marketing, you are not limited to the confines of your locality or current network. Yes, I remember during one of our virtual event days, I remember someone reaching out to Mrs. Abimbola, that's Mr. Olagodu, that he needs a consultation service. See what the power of digital marketing could do. Is that Mr. Olagodu is in Lagos, and I think Mrs. Abimbola is also in Lagos. But one thing I know is that they are not in the same location. And see what the power of the digital space did for her. And it's now left to her to make sure that she closed the deal with Mr. Olagodu. So with digital marketing, you're not limited to the confines of your locality. With digital marketing, engagement is relatively high. Of course, marketing is a game of numbers. The more the merrier. The more person you reach, the better the engagement. And when people keep engaging with you, you keep staying on top of their mind. You keep when they need your products, or when they need something to solve their problem, and your product is a perfect thing to solve it. It is you they will think of, because you keep staying on their mind. You keep engaging them using digital space. And conversion is faster compared to traditional marketing. Of course, because you are reaching to a higher number of people, you should expect that more persons will get across to you. Is less expensive and more effective compared to traditional marketing. Yes, imagine you doing billboards, big billboards, or maybe places like close to the Tomi library where people from island and mainland cross about. Sorry for those in Lagos, I know you can relate better. If I have a billboard around that place, it's going to be very, very expensive. Or you find billboards at Ikeja Mall, Maryland Mall. Just imagine, those things are very expensive. They cost millions. I think millions in per minute or per day. I can't remember the chart, but I've heard of their prices and it's very expensive. But with digital marketing, you just open your Facebook, Instagram, and social media pages, start posting, start doing things the right way, be consistent, and people people way beyond your reach, your physical reach, will surely reach out to you and to be less expensive. With digital marketing, you can customize your targeting. For example, if for those that are doing betting, sports bet, Ninja Bet, yes, Ninja Bet, I am their wrong target customer. No matter what they want to, no matter the numbers of billboards. Sorry, I don't bet. That's what I'm saying. I'm their wrong customer. No matter the number of billboards I see, I am not going to patronize them. But with digital marketing, if these people run ads, those that are bets, they know how to target those people that are most likely going to bet. I will never get to see the ads of those that are running, doing or Ninja bets. I will never get to see their ads, right? Because I'm not their customer. But when it comes to billboards and all of those things, I will surely see their promotion, but I will never purchase because I don't bet. So with digital marketing, you can target, what am I trying to emphasize? You can target the exact people you need. If your product is all about ladies' products, like it has nothing to do with men, you can you can emphasize, you can tailor your marketing campaigns to women seeing it when you're running promotional ads. So only women or ladies seeing it. Maybe it's a particular age that needs your product. Maybe for those people into healing, Mrs. Abibola, Mrs. Oyibode, they're into healing products. And probably the kind of product there is for people who are old. There are just arthritis and bone problem issues that are usually common to people. You can target the age, the specific age of people you want to make sure that they see these ads. So if digital marketing is just powerful, you can customize your targeting. And also with digital marketing, you can track your customers or leads. And when you're able to track them, you get to know where they come, where they come from, and you know how to keep ensuring that this category of people keep seeing my ad because you're able to track them. But with billboards, I do not, using the illustration of Ninja bets, I don't bet, yet I still see their billboards. But they won't be, and that way, and even the person that is betting, that really is really into this betting and he cashes out a lot from this betting, we also get to see their ad. But how would they be able to differentiate that, oh, it is Tomi they need, or it is not Tomi they don't need, or it is this person they need for their own customers, using billboards or using any form of traditional marketing. So with digital marketing, you can track your customers. It's easier to adjust your marketing campaign while it's ongoing compared to the use of traditional marketing. Imagine after putting stuff on your billboard and you realize that there's something wrong in the information, or there's something you need to adjust in your marketing promotions. Is it that the money wasted on printing and all of that is gone, or you leave it like that? But with digital marketing, you can adjust appropriately when needed. Another thing, okay, so that's that. Now, the last two slides, the first one we're talking on, I know we've already talked about the benefit of jumping as a business owner and using digital marketing for your marketing endeavors. Now, how do you start out? It's not just about they said digital marketing, I can reach a wider range of people and all of that. I have very few minutes left. I can reach a wider range of people and all of that. No, it's not just about that. You need to start out. These are the things you need to do to jump on the opportunities digital marketing has to offer. Number one, you start out with creating a social media presence on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn for a start. Okay, the other platform, Twitter is there, Snapchat is there, Pinterest is there, and so many others. But it may be cumbersome, it may be burdensome to manage all of this platform for your business, especially if you are outsourcing it. But for a business owner, you can start out with the most popular: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And for a professional, you can make use of LinkedIn. Yes, for to promote what you have to offer. Now, you need to also consistently create content using videos and flyers and post them on your social media platforms. Yes, I'm going to, before the end of this session, I'm going to be sharing 2 tools, and I'll also be sending to the WhatsApp group the tools, how to make use of these two tools for you to create content for your social media platforms. Another thing you must be doing is share content consistently on this platform. When it comes to your marketing endeavors, consistency is key. I can't overemphasize it. Consistency is key. You need to share. You can share engaging content like behind the scene content, tutorial content, informative content, testimonials. People can get to relate to this content. Run promotional ads for your product and service and get quality leads to engage with your business. After creating a social media presence, after ensuring that you're posting consistently, yes, and people are able to engage with it, you should also run promotional ads. I'm not talking about boost posts on Facebook or boost profile visits on Instagram. Those will not generate the kind of sales you desire in your business. But what running promotional ad for that product and service, it requires some expertise, and that is where I come in. My team and I come in, because it's not just not anyone can do it. It takes you a level of expertise because it's technical to get the desired result. So it's usually advisable, because you as a business owner, you are thinking, you are planning, you are ensuring that what can I adjust in your business, what can I adjust in your business, and all of those things. You are thinking about all those things. So it's best when it comes to your digital marketing endeavors, your marketing endeavors, you outsource it, and you allow the people who are experienced in it to get the job done for you. And that is where my team and I come in. When it comes to your digital marketing, creating promotional ads for your product and services, we are ready to offer you that service and get you your desired results. And now, lastly, ensure your sales team work hand in hand with the marketing team to convert the quality leads to buy customers. After you've outsourced it and you've reached out to us and we've run promotional ads for your product and service, it is very important that those that will be on standby to receive the calls to process the delivery, to process the delivery and ensure that it gets to the customers, must be on standby, and they must make the marketing team efforts to show forth. So it is very, very important. And lastly, I want to share with you ideas we can implement as business owners. And there's an assignment at the end of this. So that you can take this, I will share with you later during the day these things, so that we can use it on our 30 days content ideas for our business. But there's going to be an assignment. Everyone is expected to create 5 days of content and post it on their social media platform using any of the ideas shared above. Yes, and please do well to share the link of this post to me for review, and not for review, also to confirm that the assignment was done. You are free to post, create whatever you want to create. You know your business best, but I want to be sure that you did the assignment. So please do well to send it to me personally. I'm also, before I talk about the 30 days of content ideas, these are the tools you need to use. I'm going to share you tutorial videos on how to use CapCut and Canva. Canva is used to create flyers for your social media pages, e-flyers, and also CapCut is used to edit the videos. After shooting your videos, maybe while talking you made some mistake, how to cut it and edit it, I'll share with you. Please, I understand the fact that these things might be, it's difficult, how do I get to do this now, and all of those things. Do it the little you can do, right? Take it a step at a time. But I want to assure you that people are doing what you're doing. People in the same kind of business are doing what you're doing. So you must not be left out. You must push yourself a bit. And that's why it has been a 21 days of challenge, because it's going to challenge you to do things that you don't normally do. Yes. So please, when I send the tutorial videos of how to use CapCut and Canva, please do well to use them and ensure that you create content. So let me quickly go through the 30 days of content ideas. I will rush through. I promise to be done in 1 hour. So I'm going to share it on the group. So day 1, you can discuss lessons you learned from a loss or win. For example, you just closed, for Mrs. Babaranti, who is into Mrs. Babaranti, who is into baking and catering and baking. Am I right? Yes. You can do for maybe you made a very beautiful wedding cake, for example. I'm not very sure the details of things you do, but let's say wedding cake, for example. You can tell people and how you can tell people how you successfully came about the idea of the cake, the flavor you put in, and how people found pleasure or found satisfaction eating the cake. It's a win for you. You can also share things you wish you knew earlier before you started your catering and baking journey. Things you wish you knew earlier, because people will relate with you. Other bakers will relate with you. People, if you keep sharing consistently, people will get to resonate with you and know that yes, you have something to share. Show how to use certain tools. I don't know the tools. Maybe this mixer. I'm using her as an example so that we can all flow. Maybe the mixer, there's a particular mixer that is out there for mixing flour and cake, flour, egg, and sugar. It's already, I hope I'm not showing off point when it comes to baking and caking and baking and catering services. Okay, so maybe there's a particular mixer and it's very technical to use. You can record a video of yourself using it, or for Mrs. Oyebode or Mrs. Elizabeth, who is into quantum energy products. You can show people how to use that product. I don't know how it works, but you can show people. Tell us interesting story. Tell us stories about the business, stories about your customers. Maybe their experience before they use the product, for those selling the quantum energy product, their experience before and after. Share the story. Share tutorial. Audience, share a tutorial to your audience. They will love it. Yes, Ms. Babaranti, show people how to bake a particular thing. We see a lot of videos on how to cook a particular meal, how to bake a particular product, and all of that. Share some do's and don'ts. Time is fast spent, but I know that if you go through this 30 days of content ideas that I've shared, you will understand with it. So you can pick any of these ideas and use it to carry out your assignment. And beyond the assignment, it is something you should also do. For persons into school business, share activities within, maybe during the assembly period, share activities going on. Share maybe one of your students doing a presentation. That's Mrs. Dr. Abigail, rather. Share one of your students doing a presentation. And all of that. There are so many things, but one thing I've tried my best not to streamline these content ideas. I want to be such that they want to get the 30. Any business can pick it up and come up with an idea that suits their business. So I will share this. I'll do what to share this in a Word document on the group so that we can all relate with it. So please don't forget to do our assignment. We're bringing this meeting to a close. Sorry, I promised to use 1 hour. I'm 8 minutes late. I apologize. And also sorry for shooting the time as well. So if you have any question, let me give room for question, 1 or 2 questions. I know. Thank you for thumbs up. 1 or 2 questions. Anybody with the question? Okay. Mrs. Abimbola, please go ahead and ask your question. I think I'll only take a question. Please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
Like you said, in school, we can showcase our children on the assembly. Child, maybe speaking on a topic on assembly.
Yes.
Can you, in a school setting, are you telling us to use the existing one? You know, sometimes we record some of the things that our kids are doing or are performing in a school. Can we use that, or are you telling us to recreate another one, or how?
No, you can use that as long as it's content, anything to talk about what you do that people can relate with. Please go ahead and post it. But the most important, let's ensure that. Okay.
You know, in a school setting,
yeah,
it's good for the children to speak than I. Are you expecting me to speak, or you want the kids alone to do it? Because it's a school setting. If I'm doing it for the children, it will not move any parent. So in my own regard, I think it's better for me to use the pupils, the students' content than my own. Or what do you think?
Yes, it's using the student. In fact, people relate more with using the student than you talking. But you should also come up once in a while as the owner of the school, or your teacher should engage. See,
Okay.
this thing about content creation, like there's no how do they use that word? There's no one-way traffic to it. That's the word. There's no one-way traffic to it. That's why I tried my best when working on this content to generalize it as possible as I can. Yes, talk about like let your teachers come up, let the student come up, you two come up, jump on trends. Okay, I am there's this trend currently going on. I am a teacher, and because of that, I ensure my lesson notes are complete before this is. I am a teacher. I ensure my students get the best at the end of this. All those trends that are
Okay.
currently going on. So jump on any one of them, but make sure that they are engaging. Make sure that they communicate what you have to offer. Share photos about yourself, your engagement with your students. So it could be, what am I trying to say? It should be with your students, it should be with your teachers and with your software as well. It's not limited. There's no one-way traffic to it. You never can tell which one will go, which of this content will go viral. Do you understand? Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Please, if you have any other question, right, you can always reach out to me on WhatsApp. So please do well to drop your question on the group or personally to me on WhatsApp, anyhow you want it. I'll do well to answer. I know this is business time, so I need to let you all go. So at this junction, we bring the meeting to a close. So see you by 7:15 p.m. Thank you all for taking out your time to be in this class. Yes. And don't forget, when it comes to your digital marketing, promoting your business online using digital marketing, do well to reach out to us. To reach out to my team and I. We are ready to offer you a service at a very, very affordable price. And if it comes to managing your social media presence, yes, you can also reach out to us for it. I promise to send you the tutorials on how to use CapCut and Canva to create and edit your content before posting. So at this junction, we bring this meeting to a close. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.